Hey guys, Shunlocks here, back with our semi-blind playthrough of Morrowind. So last time we were doing some of the temple stuff. We, Sadanin, I think we took care of, we ended up killing the dude to remove the death and taxes quest from our quest log. Whoa, excuse me. Did the, Vow of Silence pilgrimage, which we basically cheated, and then what is he asking now? What is he asking us to do? Did he ask us to do something else?
To be at your service, Outlander.
Precious relic of the temple, shoes of Saint Realms has been lost. Well, we found the robe. In a dream, a priest had a vision of the shoes of Saint Realms lying neglected in the depths of Altsatha, just northeast of Vivec. Go to Altsatha, and if this is a true vision, return the sacred relic to the temple. I offer you these potions to aid you in your quest. Potion of Heroism, restore health and invisibility.
Probably nothing.
I really hope I didn't find them and sell them off somewhere. That would make me very unhappy. Priest recently dreamt the shoes were in the depths of Altsatha, northeast of Vivec. Okay. Yeah, Right, potion of heroism? What the hell was that? It was a single potion, right? Wow, fortify health, restore health, fortify fatigue, restore fatigue, fortify attack, and shield. So they're basically saying, you're gonna need some serious stuff to go in there. They also gave us potions of health and invisibility. So, I guess let's check it out. I didn't necessarily have anything I specifically wanted to do after this. Let's take a look at our quest list real fast. I'll enter the North Azura's quest, Dark Brotherhood, Fighters Guild, yeah. Skull Crusher, I did want to do that. I did want to do this one, the Rescue Dunsa. The Warlock's Ring, kind of wanted to do that as well. I wanted to check on some of these sleepers. So if I just see a sleeper, I have to remember... You know, and then this one, Hlaervu Locket. Carry the light of justice, giving to the poor. Gave me a pair of Malagmer gloves. Stone Firemend. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, I think, though. Anyway, so Altsatha is right there. Let's go do that. That was strange, but okay. This is like the third time we've been to the ruins of Altsatha. Still, that's okay. Yeah. So someone left a comment. I don't know where we are in the discussion, but we've been going back and forth. Someone was basically like, "What? You don't use the current version of Windows? Why? Why do you use an older version of Windows? That's weird," and all this stuff. And it's like, to explain to you guys, I haven't asked, I assume it's a him. I haven't asked him this question, but I was really curious how old he was. Athletic skill is 99, that's good. I was actually kind of curious how old he was, because kids growing up in the cell phone age where everything's online, man, you know, I'm not going to say they don't know, because some of them really are aware of cancel culture, but it seems like a lot of them don't have a problem with privacy. And maybe just being young, or, well, shit, that's not an excuse either, because like I've said before, a buddy of mine, he's like, yeah, take my free speech, I don't need it. It's like, no. Oh, that's really cool. This claw thing fell off the top. Hey, buddy. Many people today are just ignorant about the realities of things. And what I mean by that is they're not cynical at all. They're not cautious. Like, I told my mother that we're heading towards authoritarianism, and she's like, that would never happen. It's like, really? I mean, I didn't say this, but afterwards, of course, afterwards I realized, well, that's what the Jews thought in World War II, right before the Holocaust. Like, this would never happen. They would never do this. But they did. And then Stalin did it to, what, 100 million of his people? And then, what, Cuba, North Korea, all these places, the Uyghurs in China right now, literal concentration camps. Disney thanked them in Mulan. Hey, thanks for using that slave labor to help us film Mulan. Oh, we got multiple. That's why. Oh, you know what? Let's try using the amulet of... I don't think that worked. There's that person right there. Put the Ring of the Wind on. Awesome. Well, that one... Okay. I don't know who that is. I hope they're not attacking us, but this person certainly is. But the point is... I didn't want them to hit them as well. But the point is, there's really terrible people out there that want control, and especially more recent versions of Windows. They have all this telemetry, they have all kinds of backdoors. They watch, they probably record everything you do. You know? If I was a terrible person, and I had power... Daedric Longsword, 60, nah. I mean... I have one, and I don't need the weight. I guess I'll take the dagger. Sup, girl? You're a witch hunter. Alright. Okay. Well. Yes. But that's... Oh, we're falling. I hear something. Is it a mud crab or is it a... Well, whatever. Hey, buddy. Is that a mace? Oh, Warhammer. Oh, good job. Good job. Ooh, hey. Oh, ouch. Awesome. Well, this would be the time. Oh, yeah, I need to read those books. Tremora Lord, Daedric Warhammer. I'm gonna say, pretty sure I've got one. Pretty sure I've got one. But yeah, the big thing is, you know, they're watching everything you do, probably recording. I've heard it before from women, usually, where they're like, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. It's like, that's rich. That's rich coming from a woman, because women are petty as fuck. And they'll screw each other over just to look good for a dude they're interested in, or for whatever. And so saying, oh, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear, is ridiculous, because people will destroy your life for no reason. And that's the point. The point is, that's the true thing about privacy. It's not about hiding stuff that you've done illicitly or illegally or whatever. There's bad people in the world that will do bad things because they enjoy it, and you need to keep them out of your life. You don't want to give them access. That's the real reason. You know? I think it's still good. It would see if there was something here, and I suspect it's in the lower level. They didn't specifically say where it was, but we'll, Ah, man, look at all these freaking Daedra. Okay, he sees me. Short blade skill increased, awesome. Awesome. What was that? Daedric Katana. I don't know if I have a katana, actually. But that's the point. I mean, from a... You know, I find older software, older OS works better with older games, or older games work better on an older OS. But yeah, the reality is, these MFers, you cannot trust them. What, Oh, where's my Medusa ring? But yeah, you can't trust them, you shouldn't trust them, and, It's just rough. Do I want to check this out? Okay. No Dremora on this side. That's cool. Let's save before we go through. So yeah, that's the reason. I mean, it's primarily just the privacy. It's like, I should own my stuff. That's the other thing, right? Is there... Each thing they assert, each generation, whatever you want to call it, each upgrade, each version, they pull more and more control over your system. And seriously, with all the cancel culture and all the, you know, the government trying to, you know, censor speech and all that, seriously, how long until you take the Hogwarts game, Hogwarts Legacy or whatever that came out, that they tried to boycott and all this stuff? How long until the woke people infest Microsoft and they're just like, oh yeah, it's just not allowed. You're just not allowed to play it on your system anymore. How long until they do that at the source? The banks are already kicking people out that are conservative. You know? they're kicking out key members of government. You have the government arresting rival political candidates. It's just these people, these moral busybodies will not stop, and they're not moral. I'm saying they want to police your morality. They want to tell you what's moral and what's not, and that's the most dangerous thing. It's not about you know, I want to use an old car or whatever because it's retro, because I'm a hipster or some bull crap like that. It's literally, no, the way things are going, these people want to control your life. And worse, maybe they want to end it. Okay, okay, that worked. Well, I'm hoping... Oh, God. Okay, I'm hoping I can get one of them at least. There we go. Okay, let's restore health, I think. Did I hit the dead dude? I think I did. Well, I hope he's dead and not secretly just wounded or whatever. Okay. Yeah, I think it hit this one. Dremora Lord, Daedric's Spear. I mean, I don't have the weight, so that'll just have to do. Dwarven War Axe, it's not worth it. I probably should use the Lord's Mail before we fight, so it boosts my... But that's the reason. It's just... It's kind of like... It's like, why would you get a new car if... If all of a sudden the next generation of car manufacturers could determine... First they were watching you. They're like, yeah, we're just watching you. I mean, they sort of already are with some of the speed controls and that sort of thing. Should I fight these? I'm sure there's dudes over here. Yep. And I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, well, resisted. I resisted? Oh, I wonder if he reflected it. But it's like... And it's like, okay, let's say, is that a dwarven? That's fine. It's not worth the weight. And it's like, okay, so let's say, you know, the next version of cars, or phones, right? The next version of phone, they were like, hey, yeah, the next Apple iPhone, we're just going to start listening to all of your phone calls. And people, I've had people mock me. People I work with. They're like, oh, they're listening to your phone calls. I'm like, they are, and you don't have a problem with that? They're like, well, I mean, you can't do anything. Well, it's like, you know, I've read part of the Gulag Archipelago talk about how Stalin was getting rid of people. And, yeah, it's like, you're going to go off to the Gulag and you're going to be like, how did this happen? It's because this is what you voted for, because you didn't stand up when they said, they're saying they're going to do it, and you're not standing up for it. The problem is it's accelerating faster than I thought it would. I really thought I had like 10 more years before they started being open about their censoring of freedom of speech. how long seriously do we have? But it's like if they were open about saying, hey, we're going to start monitoring all your phone calls for wrong speech, for speech against the government. And then people were like, well, it's okay. And then the iPhone 17 or whatever, I don't know. What are they, the 15 now? So let's say the 16 is monitoring all your speech. The 17th, they're going to come out and they're going to okay, we're going to start holding you accountable for some of that speech. We're going to start going through it and seeing, we're going to start reporting you to the IRS. We're going to start reporting you to the different authorities, all that stuff. It's like, why? It's not even about, or not even that. They don't even need to do that. They need to be like, you're talking to your cousin, and your cousin is conservative. Your cousin votes Republican. You can't talk to them anymore. We're just not going to allow it. That's kind of what they're doing, or what they're going to do. And it's this super scary... What was that? Oh, Daedroth. Well, we could try the Medusa's Gaze. Okay, I think I got him. There's another one. I hear it out there. Oh, okay. No, that... See, at this point, you're just do it as fast as you can, because it's not about... It's not about, like, holding it to do the good damage. It's just about... Your odds of hitting are low, so it's just number of hits just to do what you can, you know what I mean? Winged Twilight. But yeah, that's part of my concern. It's really scary. When you really think about where it could go, and people are like, oh, it'll never happen. It's like, it's happened before. It's happening now. I mean, shit, there's... It's like if imagine these people are saying that slavery no longer exists, and it's like there's open air slave markets in the Middle East. Slavery still exists. It's just even in the US. See, I have been here before. Where would they be? And that's this guy, right? Mehrunes Dagon. Ebony Broadsword. Please tell me I didn't find them and sell them. Wait. Okay, so we have 3 things. There's 1. There's 2. Should I take them just to get them and then... Oh, wait, hang on. Did I not see this before? I must not have. Was that here now? Oh, hang on. Small key used. Shoes of St. Realms. There you go. Awesome. This... Man... Some of the little things they give you, fantastic. Okay. Let's get the heck out of there. Maybe I should have taken the ebony...
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander.
Thank you. I know I sound like... I know I sound a lot of the time like I'm paranoid, like I'm a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but it's... The problem is... Imagine you're in... What's the best way I can convey this? We're part of this system, right? Society is it's a bunch of people all working sort of together, but sort of for their own goals and purposes. And... imagine Most of them are in it for themselves, like a bucket of crabs, if you will. And they're all doing whatever they want. They all have their own independent goals, right? And so you think, well, if I try and escape the bucket, you know, there's a crab boil, I don't want to get boiled, I'm going to escape the bucket. We could all escape the bucket, right? But I try to escape and people pull me down. And you could be like, all these MFers are conspiring to pull me down. It's like, no. They're all petty assholes and they want to pull you down. They'll work with each other to pull you down, but they're not all aware. They're independently trying to pull you down. That's the problem. The problem is the lowest common denominator, the people that don't care. They're willing to let all this other stuff go. They're like, yeah, they're tracking you, but who cares? Oh, you got nothing to hide? You have nothing to fear. It's like, that's not even... It's like, well, give me your bank account number then. Well, why? What are you going to do with it? Oh, but if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. They don't understand. And I don't think they can. I don't think they can understand. I think they can't. I think there's no way for them to understand until it's too late. And then they're like, yeah, I should have listened to you. It's like if you were... Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I get... This is one of my things. It's like I see the train coming towards us and I'm like, we need to get off the tracks. And people are like, it's not here yet. It'll never hit us. It's all the way over there. You know, we don't even know if it's on these tracks. It's just in the distance, you know. Yes, these are the shoes of St. Realms. Will you return them to their proper place? Yes. Good, I will make sure they are cared for. Journal updated, shoes removed. Thank you for returning the sacred shoes of St. Realms. Do you have more duties for us? There's a foul cult operating in the St. Delen canton here in Vivec. Their meeting place is known as Ihinipolit. The cult meets there. I know only that Ihinipolit is somewhere beneath the St. Delen canton. Go there with fire in your eyes and in your heart. Bring the temple's justice to the leader of this cult, Jadmund. I wish I could accompany you, Curate Luxley, but I cannot. However, I can offer you these scrolls. Wow, Hellfire, Elemental Burst Fire, and Fifth Barrier. Yeah, it's probably a Daedric Shrine. St. Delen. I don't know if I've been below that one. Okay. Okay, well, can I advance now? I'm Loxley, the Disciple. Perform more duties. Maybe you should get that checked out. Alright, Temple. I'm a Disciple. Blunt weapon at 70. Oh, we're good. Or one of these at 70. Blunt weapons at 100, I believe. Yep. I will whack people with sticks all day. Alright, what do we got that I could sell? Maybe the Daedric Dagger? You know, I don't need it. I have a little collection at this point, so... Alright. Endrin Lethen asked me to cleanse the foul Daedra worshippers from beneath the St. Delen canton here in Vivec. I must kill the leader of the cult, Bajadmund. Yeah, it's gotta be a Daedric Shrine. Temple Necromancer in No. No, that's a different one. From Molagmar, farther over to the east. Okay, well, that's fine. What I do want to do is... I want to do this. Gentleman Jim Stacy. Yep, okay. So, first... Yeah, it's about 30. Let's do Divine Intervention. I mean, I think that... Man, I'm pretty sure this quest is going to be a huge pain in the ass. And I have to take off gloves. So no Wraithguard, no Daedra glove.
What say you?
Someone in particular? No. Oh, you don't have enough money. That's okay. That is all right. I could just put these back at the, Oh, we need to read the books. Okay, so first, let's go to Balmora. We'll drop off our goodies. Yeah, and I've been pretty good. I'm starting to not get those Daedric things. I'm like, yeah, I've got some. I feel pretty good about that. I'm not picking up all the cool
Care to see the sights?
things, even though I really want to.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet
My item hoarding nature demands that I do so. It's honestly, it's probably the scarcity mentality. Where I'm just like, you know, where I'm just like, I'm not gonna have, I don't know. Okay, do we have a katana? See, the dye katanas are separate again. That's very strange. Oh, and that was my first Daedric katana. Okay, there's the warhammer. There's the spear. I have like a full collection of Daedric weapons. I don't understand what the deal with the darts is. Or even the arrows. Like where... I wish you could pick them up. I wish you could pick them up again or get them from the body. Oh, Soul Drinker. But you know, you cannot. Are there... Hang on, I want to find some of these people. The sleepers. You might be one. We'll try talking to you.
tidings, Nord.
Council seat of House Hlalu. Yep. Are they just gone? Or... maybe that's one. You know, I'd actually be more... It would be really interesting if, the people that were dreamers would start to disappear, and you'd find them in the wastes, and they'd become ascended sleepers. You know what I mean? Like, eventually the population would just start to decrease in the towns.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Okay. Yes. First... So I can't cure him. It is the hour of awakening. You, foreigner, you must die. Beast and men, Outlander, mare, all must die. So why is it that I found the one person that I could cure?
Die, fat
Oh! What? You are attacking me, huh? Enwa must die. You must die. Wow, they're straight up attacking me now. This is unexpected. How about no? Do I have like a calm thing? Like calm, demoralize. Maybe I have a... I have frenzying touch. That would not work. Yeah, I don't have any spells that calm. That seems not good. Water breathing. Drain luck, drain personality. I don't. Is he permanently? Is he permanently upset with me? Rally creature. I guess we could try it. I don't know what it would do. What happens if I run over near a guard? Okay, that didn't seem to work. It got used. Scroll of... Well, he's not a creature, though. Can I talk to you? No? Let's... I'm gonna run this way. Okay, guard. 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 You know, and you can't even summon one of the things, too, right? Oh, well, he's attacking... He's damaging my stamina. Should I just... Okay, well, let's try this. What do you mean? Where are you going? I think he's waiting for me to... Okay, well...
Have you?
Well... That's, that's kind of sad. It's sad because I was trying to heal him, right? I was like, I need to wake you up from your dream, but no, I cannot. You know, that's it, that does make me sad. All right. Yeah, okay. That is very sad. All right. Let us go to... Is there a spell for Calm Humanoid? To the Mage's Guild. Oh, I should have tried Dominion. Oh, that's Command. It's not quite the same thing.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Concealment. I need something to make someone not attack me. The bound longbow. That's interesting to me. Calm creature, 30 points for 10 seconds. So, I mean, it's not a creature though. I'll get that one. I used the scroll that was something like that, but it didn't even seem to have any effect. I need calm humanoid. Here we go. Calm humanoid. Charm, I don't think is it. Can I make a better?
I see you have great understanding. Welcome.
Can I make a better calm? Okay, effect temporarily reduces a humanoid's attack rating, i.e. its inclination to attack. Effect's magnitude is the value of the reduction of the attack rating. When the effect ends, the humanoid's attack rating returns to normal. So it's I assume that dude would be... It's useful during battle, right? If multiple people are attacking you, you're like, be calm, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you want to attack this other dude? That's cool. Just sit here and watch for a minute. It's not like, hey... And to be fair, the dude was not in his right mind. He's been corrupted by Dagoth-Ur. It's really... This sounds strange, but that could actually be really interesting as a way of making you feel like you have to isolate yourself. You know, it's like, it's your fault this guy is dead. If you hadn't talked to him...
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
You knew people are gonna attack you on sight and, you know, all this. But not even, it doesn't even have to go that way. It has to be just like, you're cursed. People will attack you on sight, only go into town when necessary. You're an outlander. You know, kind of ramp up the... It's like as you become more and more heroic, people less and less want to deal with you because you're like, oh, I knew so-and-so, and because of you, he's dead. That could be really interesting.
It is such an honor to meet you.
Also, it was really fascinating that there was that one thing, and there was just... You had to find the dude in Venom Manor, and it was just behind the thing. Oh, yeah, we have to read the books. Let's read the books. Well, that didn't go well. I was like, let me find a sleeper so I can freaking cure them. I'm trying to click on the different things to be like, no, you're cured. You don't understand. Wake up from your dream. And he's like, oh, Enwa must die? Enwa must die! And I'm like, no, that was the opposite effect. Alright, so last time we read... I think it was this one. Yes, all language is based on meat, which, true. Sermon 9, blunt weapon skill increased, which, I mean, you know. Then came the war with the Northern Men, where Vivec did guide the Hortator into swift and tricky union with the Dwemer. Oh, really? The greatest demon chieftains of the frigid west were those listed below, 5 in unholy number. Guide the Hortator, which is Nerevar. Oh, interesting. So he is... This is sort of revisionist history, right? He's like, no, I was really a god at that point. But I was just waiting to ascend. So I was guiding Nerevar at that point, which was, I mean... It's true that he was guiding. They were the council, or they were his... It's like, hey buddy, what do you think about this? Type deal, you know? Hoaga, the mouth of mud, who appeared as a great bearded king, had the powers of marshalling and breathing the earth. On the battlefields, this demon would often be seen on the sidelines, eating the soil voraciously. When his men fell, Hoaga would fill their bodies back with it, whereupon they would rise again and fight, albeit slower. He had a secret name, Thenja, and destroyed 17 Chimeri villages and 2 Dwemer strongholds before being turned away. Chemwa, the running hunger, who appeared as a mounted soldier with full helm, had the powers of heart-roaring and sky-sickening. He ate the Chimeri hero, Dres Kazumeti, sending the spirit back to the Hortator as an assassin. Sometimes called First Blighter, Chemua could give clouds stomach aches and turn the rain of Veloth into bile. He destroyed 6 Chimeri villages before he was slain by Vivec and the Hortator. Bag, the Two-Tongued, who appeared as a great bearded king, had the powers of surety and form change. His raiders were small in number, but ran amok in the west hinterlands, killing many Velothi trappers and scouts. He fell into great debate with Vivec, for the warrior poet alone could understand the northern man's two-layered speech, though Almcivi had to remain invisible during the argument. Funny, right? It's like, oh, he died of something, but I'm going to claim it because I was actually there. I was arguing with him, even though he was mad and raving at the sky, but I was his opponent, just invisible. He was talking to me, and I beat him, by the way. Yeah, it's This is insane. Barfok, made of planes, who appeared as a winged human with lick-encrusted spear, had the powers of event denouement. Battles fought against her would always end in victory for Barfok because she could shape outcomes by singing. There's some meme where it's like the bard while the enemy attacks after all their party members are slain, and it's like a little kid holding a guitar and he's like, and he's, you know, it's because the bards don't actually do anything, kind of. I will say Final Fantasy IV, the DS version, Edward as the bard had some really powerful bard songs. But anyway, and actually no, sorry, I was thinking about the complete collection where you can use him at the end, and he gets like the different harps that, you know, do double or triple damage to evil or undead or dragons or whatever. They're freaking, Edward's super overpowered. But anyway, yeah. 4 Chimera villages and 2 more Dwemer strongholds were destroyed by her decision enforcement. Vivec had to stuff her mouth with his milk finger to keep her from singing Veloth into ruin. Okay. WTF is a milk finger? What is a milk? No, not mulk. Milk finger. Do you put amputated finger in milk? Oh, here we go. Reddit. Vivec's milk finger. Milk finger is deliberately suggestive, though, with some insisting that this implied Vivec throat fucked her to death. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep, okay. I mean, I thought that was my first thought, and then I was like, well, maybe it means, maybe it, you know, maybe it's a weird name for a pinky finger or something because they're the common folk, they're farmers or something like that. It's like, oh, use this milk, or maybe it's the thumb because that's the one you grab the cow's teat with the most or something. I don't know. That's dark. Ysmir, the dragon of the north, who always appears as a great bearded king, had powers innumerable and echoing. He was grim and dark and the most silent of the invading chieftains, though when he spoke, villages were uplifted and thrown into the sea. The Hortator fought him unarmed, grabbing the dragon's roars by hand until Ysmir's power throat bled. Grabbing the dragon's roars by hand until Ysmir's power throat bled. These roars were given to Vivec to bind into an ebony listening frame which the warrior poet placed on Ysmir's face and ears to drive him mad and drive him away. The coming forth and the driving away brings all things around. What I shall say next is unpleasant to record. Her memora altadun a altadun. The ending of the words is Almsivi. Okay. Milkfinger, huh? Silence. Illusion skill, right on. Okay. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let me yawn real fast. Okay. I've heard of you, said the old vagabond, very impressed. Aren't you the adventurer who slew all those ash vampires in Ghostgate a couple months back? That I am, said Aristian Silverthorn with a weary smile for his admirer. He knew that his name was not yet legendary, and it was best to be polite. And you are? My name would have no meaning to you, but I'm Error Darothil, he said, raising a glass of grief. I hail from the region of Ghostgate, which is how I heard your name. Are you on an adventure as we speak? Yes, said Silverthorn with a grim expression. I'm challenged to rid the Grayslands of a rogue battle mage by the name of Egro Armaro. I've heard of him as well, said Darothil. He's said to be a very, very powerful and implacable foe. That is why I'm drinking now, sighed Silverthorn. So tell me, what is your profession? I do nothing, said Darothil with some measure of pride, but in my youth I used to teach the skills of illusion at the University of Gwilym. Perhaps you can help me then, said Silverthorn, suddenly excited. Can you teach the spell Silence? I can certainly pay you. I know that spell, said Darothil. You might find invisibility very helpful as well, or perhaps darkness, which would allow you to sneak up on old Egro Amaro. No, said Silverthorn firmly. I only have time to learn one spell. I have to kill Egro Amaro, collect the award, and be back in Nisus as quickly as possible. My wife worries when I'm away. Darothil agreed, and as the two settled back in their seats at the corner club and tossed back glasses of grief, the old man shared his knowledge of the spell. That explains why we got the illusion benefit. He explained what it truly meant to bend sound, creating a cone of silence as glass can bend light. He had Silverthorn close his eyes while he tapped the side of his glass, making him picture the sound as the physical entity it was before it was extinguished. The adventurer, after a few hours of instruction, paid the old teacher and set off on his way. In Dorignon, Egro Amaro's stronghold was not far from Sadrith Mora, and he soon saw the blight and ruin that was the battle mage's calling card. Delving into the depths of the ruins, Silverthorn was set upon by the servitors of Egro Amaro, living and undead. With his enchanted ebony blade, he cut through legions before facing the master himself in the desolate main hall. Egro Amaro bowed to his adversary. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Bowed to his adversary sardonically, and then prepared to unleash a fireball to incinerate him. Before he had uttered the first word of the spell, he suddenly found that all the creaking and sighing of the ruins around him had been stilled. He opened his mouth to speak, opened his voice to speak, but there was no sound. Silverthorn took his time, strolling across the length of the hall before dispatching the battle mage with one stroke of his blade. The adventurer rushed back to the tribunal temple where he had received his quest, accepted the gold and the thanks, and was back in the house in Nisus but a few days later. His wife Leah was beside herself with worry. All I could do night after night is toss and turn. I kept imagining you burned to ashes by that battle mage, and where would that leave me? Do we have enough gold that I could support myself if you, Saint Saren, let it not be so, were killed during one of these jaunts? I don't think so. Why couldn't you get a nice position at the Fighters Guild right here in town? I heard they're looking for a trainer for the Imperial Guard. I know, you want a life of adventure and danger and freedom, but if you would only take one moment to think of me stuck here all by myself, worrying about you, I suppose you'd like it if I took more of an interest in your work. But it's like I was telling Sir Calissa Vignum the other day. I said, Calissa, what good is a husband? Leah continued to talk, deaf to the fact that her words were dead before they left her mouth. Silverthorn smiled and nodded his head, enjoying the silence. He could have killed Egro Amaro without the spell, he considered, but he could not have survived his wife. It's funny, because that's why he was so excited to hear about the spell of silence. And this would not be... Jesus Christ, all the woke people. I saw something about, frickin', Baten Kaitos, the remaster. How there's something where they... It's just something you find. It's like, oh, a book on how to please your husband. Do whatever he asks without question. And they added... That was the original text, and then in the retranslated text, they added yikes behind it. It's like they have to... These failed writers have to put their frickin' their own, they have to stick their dick into everything, basically. You know, it's ridiculous. Okay, so we have seen this one before. That's cool. It's just like, just translate the frickin' thing. You don't need to... $4.30. You know, you don't need to frickin' put your commentary on everything. If you wanted to have a frickin' live stream channel where you translate books or whatever, that's cool, and then you can put your commentary on it. But where the hell am I going? Vivec. You know what I mean? But don't. It's just awful, these people. Cause, I mean, for me, I can't speak to others, but it's like, if I disagree with you and you have principles, then okay. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I don't like what you did, but you have principles, or I don't like what you said or did or whatever, but you have principles, therefore, you know, I understand. You know, I can get it. But if you don't have principles and you're doing stuff, it's like, well, you did this thing, but you don't have principles, and now you're telling me the story, but you're probably lying because you're a sociopath or whatever. You're not. You know, it's honor in a weird way, right? Okay, Vivec. Praise Vivec. Are we ever gonna meet that dude? Don't answer. I mean, well, don't answer until after I finish the game, I guess. But the dude we came in with on the ship, the first one that spoke to us with the scar. I mean, I see his face everywhere, but all right, gentleman Jim Stacy. I think it's the canal works. I don't know if it's this one or not. I think it's the bookseller. Crap. Well, I mean, if this is the other canal works, that's not so bad. Wow, that's so odd.
Care for some light reading?
Is that a... Oh, this is a totally different area. Okay. Well, we have...
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my services?
Well, maybe. Gentleman Jim Stacy. Give me a pair of gloves. Wait, hang on. Who are you again? It's truly a pleasure to see you training. Okay. It's not a problem for you now. I have provinces of Tamriel, right? I mean, yes, I do. All right, cool. All right, let us save here. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I'm going to go with... Was this the episode I was foaming at the mouth? It's all kind of running together as I've recorded more episodes today. Also, the alcohol kind of blurs things just a little bit. But, there's this YouTuber, Drac Malleus, that I found just because I was looking for a blind playthrough of AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake. Which, if you haven't tried, by the way, and you're a Metroid fan, you must play it. It is amazing. Playing it for me for the felt like playing Super Metroid for the first time. It's that good. It's that true to the series. It's amazing. But this dude's going through it, and he I kind of brute forces things. I kind of reminds me of me a little bit in both good and bad ways. So I like him, but at the same time, I get sometimes frustrated watching because I'm like, no, it's like this. Well, I mean, that's the other thing, right? Is watching stuff that I've played before. I'm like, no, you're doing it wrong. It's like, but he doesn't know. So, but yeah, it's just watching him play through AM2R has been pretty good. He hasn't done a video though for probably 5 or 6 years, and that's kind of why I bring up the whole, foaming at the mouth about the, about the tracking or whatever, right? Because if they haven't already, I mean, they sent out something where they're saying we're going to delete old YouTube accounts. But in the thing, they talked about old videos, and they're like, no, those are exempt. We'll see, though. I don't believe that's going to be forever, because as more and more people put stuff on, eventually I worry they're going to start being like, okay, any older video or a video that hasn't got a certain number of views or whatever, you know what I mean? I have a feeling they might not even say anything. They might just delete them. You know what I mean? They might just straight up delete them and be like, well, sorry, we don't know what happened. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Drac Malleus, I think that was his name. Pretty decent little walkthrough. I'm about halfway through. It's been fun. It's been fun watching him play through as for the first time. And I guess that's the thing, because he's not a Metroid fan. He's just doing it because he sort of got into the series, I guess. Or he's not a long-term Metroid fan, I should say. Either way, still good. That's my unique pause moment. Hopefully your guys just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.